Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Spotlight. Today we have the very famous Asray Gopa, who I've seen at open mic nights multiple times, doing stand up and other things. But I'm now figuring out in his questionnaire that he's actually like an entrepreneur and is involved in all these other things, with Finances Club, getting a patent, getting some other things. But why don't you go ahead and just introduce yourself and some of the important things that I guess viewers know about you?
Hi, my name's Ashay Gopa. Yeah, as Eliza said, I like entrepreneurship. I'm involved with student government here at Iowa State and a couple other clubs like Sub, the Entrepreneurship Club, and yeah, that's about it. I used in high school. I did a couple of things. I'm really involved with leadership and administration, and I really enjoyed my days and tried to do things I like.
Yeah, well, you're also TikTok and YouTube famous as well with with all of the content that you put out there as well, which I think is really wholesome and really funny too.
Yeah, that's true. I do make videos. They're not very popular, but I do make videos. I love making videos because it's like a creative outlet for me. Like my days can get pretty monotonous and lots of busy work to do, but at the end of the day, I want to make something that I can look back on and be like, "Oh yeah, I made that video," or "Yeah, that's something I did when I was younger." And in 40 years, that's what I'm gonna look at.
Yeah, and and I think that's we were kind of talking about that beforehand, and I think that's like, I don't know, I think it's a really fun thing, and I was wondering because you mentioned that it's kind of one of your creative outlets. I was wondering where. Well, first off, walk me through some of this entrepreneurial stuff that you've done. So you said you got a patent and you're working on a few startups. Like, walk me through some of the things that you've done and that you're doing right now.
Okay, in high school, I made this geometrical drawing tool for this for research, and then I got a patent for it. Well, when I was back home in India and with the USPTO office, it took me 6 months. It was a provisional patent application, and I got the application done, and yeah, the patent came through, and then I sold it to this university in Singapore.
How much, if you don't mind, how much did you sell for?
NDA.
Uh,
I'd have to kill you.
okay, hey, no problem, no problem. That's super interesting, though. I mean, like, you don't meet a lot of people that are doing stuff like that, especially before they get to college, too.
Yeah, and then in college, now I'm working on my product. It's a pocket-sized daily organizational compact tool for all your daily essentials. There'll be like 15 products that you use daily, like your wallet, your keys, your what is it, a knife, and a couple other things that anyone would put in their pockets. It'd be like in card forms, and it all fit into this one kind of brick thing that can fit in your pocket. And that's what I'm working right now with the LASINE Academy, which was just renamed to the Start Something Academy.
So, I guess walk me through, like, what was your initial concept for that? Like, I want to get in depth on this thing that you're working on because I think that's actually super cool.
So I kept on losing my wallet, my keys every
Yeah,
single day. I lost my wallet 5 days ago and I found it today.
yeah.
It's been a sucky week, and yeah, that's where the idea came from. I wanted something that kept all your things in one place and wouldn't get lost because if you put an air tag on that, that's never getting lost, and you have all your things in one place. Like I don't use, I would love to carry chapstick in my pockets, but I don't really remember to carry it in my pockets. But if it's all in one place, I'll always have it, and I can always use it. Same thing with your wallet and keys, and you'd never lose it. So that was the idea behind it, and yeah, that's how it started.
And so, what are all the things that you can carry in it?
Okay, wallet, keys, pocket knife, multi-tools. Multi-tools for like screwdrivers and all of that sort. Flashlight, a stylus, what else? So these are, and there'll be a couple other personalized tools for different people. Like for college students, there'll be like a bottle opener. For people in the in industries, like my executives, there'd be a business card holder. And yeah, it really depends. Like if you're it really depends on what kind of person you are. So I'm trying to make these different tools for different kind of industries. So there's a thing called customer target audience in entrepreneurship where you have to find out which customer you're targeting and then pick out what you want to make for them specifically, because your business is not for you, it's for the customer, and you have to figure out what the customer likes. So I'm trying to make these products based on the customer. So it's taking a lot of customer discovery, and yeah, I've been enjoying it so far. And
Yeah. Oh, it seems like something like this could be applied to any person doing anything. You know what I mean? So, um, your customer person or whoever your customer audience is for it could be like any person because you can just adjust it to be someone that you want or someone that you need. How big is this?
it's about the size of a wallet. Like my current wallet right now, when it's empty, it's the same size. It's
Wow.
like, it's about this big, yeah.
How does that work? Because I'm trying to think of like how all the things you listed. If I were to have that in my pocket, I don't know how I could possibly like fit it in. So are you like fitting like a new set of keys, or it has like a different?
I'm redesigning the way it works. Like the keys, it'd be on this kind of flat kind of thing, and the keys would be sitting onto it, and then you can rotate the keys out, and then yeah, just plug.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I'd be redesigning the way it's organized. It'd be like a card, like a credit card size thing, and for everything like a phone stand, it'd be redesigned in a way that it fits in that credit card size space, and it'd be really really thin, and then you could still use it.
Okay. Okay. And so do you have other people that are working on this with you, or is this like a solo project for you?
This is a solo project, and it's been really fun. Like I joined an academy, an entrepreneurship academy for it, and yeah, it's part of Iowa State here. So yeah, they've been helping me make progress on it, and I hope to finish it by the end of the year.
And what are some of the like walk me through the process of designing this? So you said that your the process of coming up with this idea was you kept losing your things and you wanted to find a way to do it. What are some of the roadblocks that you've run into, or what are some of, so like if someone's trying to create something for themselves, what advice do you have? What are some of the roadblocks that you kind of had to overcome?
First of all, I did not have the skills to design it myself. So what I did first is that I got cardboard, I cut it out, tried to implement the idea, and it was absolutely horrible at first. It was really big. It was like this big, like the size of a small box. So then I redesigned it with plexiglass, and it was like the credit card size, like a empty wallet size. And then I was like, oh yeah, that's great. I just used with the tape and clear plexiglass, and then now I had to learn how to use CAD. I've been learning how to use CAD. I'm not a mechanical engineer or any of those STEM majors, so I had to learn. I got to learn how to use CAD. It's been a process, but I'm still learning. So you got some of the roadblocks. First roadblock was I didn't do much of customer discovery at first. I just assumed that I targeted towards our college students and do the tools that I would use the most. But then I realized, yeah, other people might have other needs, and that's one of the roadblocks I came across. And then I did a lot of target research where I talked to like 200 people on campus, and I was like, hey, what do you carry in your pockets every day? And other questions like that.
And so what do you think are some of the common, I guess, questions about this item, or some of the common criticisms about this item are?
So apparently women's pockets are not very big.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, so I gotta figure out a way so it fits in pockets.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could see that too, and I guess when you're looking at college students, I feel like 99% of college students, when they're traveling around, already have a backpack on them that they carry this stuff in. So is this kind of like a more convenient location, like
Yeah, this is a more convenient location. Like instead of taking that huge bulky backpack to your classes or to a party, you could just put all the stuff you need in your pocket. Like
mhm.
if you want to go out to get some coffee or go to a party, you don't want to carry all of that. You can just put it in your pocket. That's also one of the other reasons I wanted to create this product.
Okay, and I think it's super good, but yeah, I think that's a super creative and interesting idea, and I'm very curious as to where that goes and where that'll take you when you start working on it. So you have to keep me updated on what ends up happening. Can you hear me through your headset when I talk?
Yeah.
Okay, my headset's kind of like weird, so I can't hear myself, and it's for once it's bizarre to not be able to hear myself. Um, so then you said that you were a part of two startups, and one of them was that one of the things that you worked on was that patent for the um, ge- uh, geometry.
Drawing tool, yeah,
Yeah.
that wasn't a startup. That was more of a product. But this is a startup I'm working on. It's so the organizational tool. It's going to be called the Brick,
The brick. Okay, yeah.
and the motto for it is "Get bricked up."
Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay.
It's
That'll be funny for college students for sure. Um, and I guess, if can't fit in women's pockets, then they just can't get bricked up. So I guess it fits conveniently in that way too. So, wow. I mean, that's hilarious. The slogan's good. Are you gonna make shirts that are like get bricked up?
Yeah, that's my plan.
I You'll catch me wearing those sometimes. It depends on who I'm going to see. But maybe I'll go to open mic night wearing a get bricked up shirt.
Oh, that'd be
That
fire.
would be really fire. So I thought I read that you have 2 startups and then 1 patent. Is there another startup that you
Yeah,
worked
there is
on?
another startup. Yeah, back in high school, there's actually a couple because I sold a startup in India and then I'm working on one over here. One startup I started in India was called Scalar News. It was what is it? It was a news media organization that just presented news in under 60 words or via text messages and emails, and we had about 50,000 users at our peak.
Wow, what?
Yeah, this was a big thing. We sold it to a local news network back home in Bangalore, and yeah, it was pretty fun. I had a lot of writers working under me, and we had a fun time. It was
What was your role in that?
so I was like the CEO, editor in chief. So
Okay. Did you come up with the idea and like you were part of the creation of it?
yeah, I was the first guy to even start. I was like the number one employee. It was basically my idea, and I was like, "Hey, we should do this," because my younger brother, does not know anything about the what is it, current events around the world, and I was like, "Hey, why don't you just read the newspaper?" And he's like, "This whole thing," and then yeah, so there needs to be a system where people can read the news under 60 words. Like that's the most a person can read per article. So I did some research about that. What's the word limit people would read for any news article? And 60 words was what people liked. And yeah, that's how it started. So we looked at the top 50 trending stories of the day. We made sure we, summarized it in 60 words for each story. And then we presented it via WhatsApp. It's a messaging service and emails.
Wow. Is this like a common thing to be doing in your high school, starting these businesses? Did you know anybody else who was part of multiple startups and patents in high school?
No.
That's crazy. What inspired that in you? Was that just like where does that come from?
I don't know. I just want to do stuff. Like if I have free time in my day, I feel really bad about it, and I want to like do something about it, do something else, like figure out what I could be doing better with my day, and instead of looking through YouTube Shorts and
Yeah.
Instagram Reels, I feel like I wanna do something with my life. Like
And so this is it for you?
yeah.
That's just crazy. I could not imagine being in high school being the CEO of of like a company and then selling it to a local news agency.
Yeah.
Are they still doing it?
No, they shut down their operations from what I heard last. So
Their whole operations or just
I have no idea. I gotta follow up with them. Yeah, after we sold, I just had to move to college. So
is
I-
that something that I don't know legally what you can do? Is that something that you could continue to work on and like sell it to other people or
no, I signed a contract, so I can't.
I mean that's just crazy. Can I ask how much that was for? Or is that also NDA?
That's also an NDA. There's a lot of NDAs in this field.
That's okay. I'm just super curious because like, you're by technicality my peer and it's crazy that you are you've just been involved in these startups already and you're not even out of college yet. And it seems like you're using the resources right now pretty effectively to um continue to do these entrepreneurial things. So I think that's really crazy. How did the process go for creating the 60-word news thing?
So we had this API. You know what an API is, right?
No.
So it's like a piece of code that just scripts and like gets you stuff from the internet.
Okay.
Like we use this news-based API. Trending news-based API to figure out what's trending right now, and then we got these trending stories. And then after that, we looked at those trending stories online. We got like 60 articles of the same story. And then we were like, oh, yeah, this is what we're going to summarize and this is what we're going to present. And we got all that information and then put it into one and then summarized.
Do you think there were any maybe issues or criticisms of not presenting like all of the information from it, or um
Yeah, that was a thing in 2019. We had a hard time. People didn't like that. It was mostly the older people who didn't like that they were getting only 60 words and not more than that because yeah, older people might want to know more about the news, but yeah, and then we made this format where people can read more about the news. So we put in links underneath. Like we specifically sent links to those people who really wanted those links, and that's how we solved it.
yeah, and that makes sense. Seems like a weird complaint to have, to like sign up for a business that's like, give me 60 words or less, and then complaining about it only being 60 words. So did you guys link like the full news article at the end of it or something? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, because that makes sense.
Yeah, we work for the customer. The customer. So, running any company, you work for the customer. So you follow you try to go towards the customer's wish. The
Mhm.
wish. So that's what we did every single time.
Well, and it seems like it's working. 50,000 customers is a ton of people. Like, that's an insane. How did advertising go? How did you even get those
Adver-
kind of numbers?
50,000. So we did a lot of social media marketing, and then we started off with WhatsApp. WhatsApp's like a really popular social networking app in India. So people just kept on like resharing our things, and then people just wanted to come to our organization and get their news from us.
Did you put a lot of like money or time into advertising, or was it just mostly
It was mostly time,
okay, and
no
like
money.
messaging other people and like getting involved in that? What advice do you have for people who are trying to market things like this?
Just spend a lot of time, do research, go online, figure out how to do marketing. Try to talk to people who have done this before. And yeah, just be able to talk to your customers because you work for your customers. The customers don't have to like your product. They can go to any other product, but you have to work towards getting the customers towards you.
And what do you think most people are doing? So, like you say that work for the customer. Do you think that most people, or do you think that people are struggling to work for the customer? And then, what advice do you have to make sure that you're doing that?
So if you are struggling to reach out to like to target customers, you should reach out to customers, like your existing customers or the customers that's left your company to go to another service. So you should reach out to them, figure out what went wrong, and try to improve. That's my advice.
Yeah, and I think that's good. But who do you think people are generally working for if they're not working for the customer? Like, do you think people are working for themselves or like the money of it, or if they're like, when you say work for the customer, what's the alternative to that?
There isn't really an alternative. If
Yeah.
you don't work for the customer, you don't really have a business.
Yeah.
Like if your customer does not like your service or your product, then they're not gonna buy it or they're not even gonna use it. So there's no point if you don't do it for you make products that are customer based.
And then do you have any products that you're working on or services that are kind of on the side burner or that you've been waiting to start, or like just some ideas that you're working on?
Right now, me and a couple of friends are working on an insurance software company, and that's an NDA thing too. We are in talks with other companies to get sold to. So
Okay.
yeah, there's a ton of NDAs in this field.
Yeah, I was saying having you on the podcast is difficult because most of the things that I want to know about you probably can't talk about.
Yeah, give me 20 years and the NDA expires,
Yeah,
and then
I'll get you back on in 20 years, and you can finally tell me about all of the
the reunion podcast.
yeah, the where are they now? Like 20 years Spotlight ISU, where are they now? Yeah, but I just think that's so wildly interesting, and I know you're part of the entrepreneurship club and you're part of the student government. What are you doing in student government?
Student government. I'm a senator for Liberal Arts and Sciences College. So
Yeah, yeah.
I represent all the students in liberal arts and sciences in the student senate. And so what the student senate does is fund bills for clubs and organizations, and we we try to help out students wherever we can. So, student government does a lot of outreach, and we try to. So we're working on a couple different projects this year. Like, city council, the what is it? Local affairs committee is working on a safe word project where you know what an angel shot is, right?
Yes, I think I had Jennifer Holiday on last semester, the president of the student body, and she was telling me that she was starting this, but where is it now?
It is almost. It's coming to an end. We are trying to teach bartenders about this stuff, and it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
We're actually making change in local affairs.
Uh-huh. And what's the code word that they decided on?
I am not sure yet, but
Oh,
we will
yeah.
find out.
Yeah.
You will get an email about that or a flyer, I hope.
Yeah, I was like, I wish I could advertise this more for you guys because I think it's a cool idea, and I think it's cool to have something that's like Iowa State specific and feel like we're at least addressing it. And so, like, you get to vote on these issues, you get to talk about these issues and stuff. Have you brought anything to the student government, like you specifically?
Yeah, sure. So a couple of weeks ago, I passed a resolution for us to recognize October 14th as Indigenous Peoples Day.
Okay, yeah.
And we made a recommendation towards the university, and we hope to bring that to, what is it, fruition by next year. And so a couple of months ago, I got hit by a car.
Yeah, I saw that. I think I heard you talk about that at a stand-up set, and I also saw that on the questionnaire thing. So why do you bring that? Why do you bring the car?
Okay, so yeah, that's one of the main reasons I joined student government. So we are now working with the ISUPD advisory board to evaluate safety conditions on campus for road conditions. So we're setting up surveys and software to figure out what are the problem areas on campus, so students can report it, and we'd make those presentations to ISUPD, and they would work simultaneously with FP&M, and we'd make roads safer on campus for all students because other people have been hit too. That's not me.
It's not just you. Where'd you get hit?
You know the intersection between Seasons and Oak Elm?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem area.
No, that's a super problem area because I longboard down that hill, and it's like I have to walk down it because it's just too steep and there's too much traffic there. And then especially when it's dark out, like it's just there's not really good lighting there at all. Like
Yeah,
it's a bad area to be walking across the street.
it's a horrible area.
Wait, so how hard did you get hit?
It wasn't that hard. I got hit by a Miata.
Oh, so you're fine.
Yeah, I'm
You're
fine. I had airtime, and
Yeah.
the people around me screamed more than I. Dude, I fell down. I was like, ouch.
Did you just get up and like,
Yeah, I just got up. People around me were screaming. They were like, what the hell? You got hit by a car. And I was like, okay.
how fast do you think they were going?
20, 25.
Oh my god.
They didn't stop.
So,
So
like, not to get into specifics, but did you get hit by the car and then you flew, or did you like roll on the car and like like how'd you get like what did your body do?
I honestly forgot. The shock got to me. I forgot about the whole incident after like 20 minutes, but I was walking, and I think I fell. I didn't roll over.
Okay,
Because I only had a bruise on my leg.
so you got like bumped,
Yeah, it was a bump.
but like you got probably bumped pretty hard at it.
Yeah, it was a pretty big bump.
That's wow. I mean, you just got up. You just got up. What about the driver? Did they say anything?
Yeah, they came out. She was like, "I'm sorry," and I'm like, "Sorry, what?" And she was like, "Oh, for hitting you," and I was like, "Don't do it again."
Yeah, well, of course, I hope she gets in her car and runs you over a second time. Yeah, I mean, I hope not. So
Vengeance.
yeah, this is revenge. It's the second double tap. So you got hit by this person, and then like, was there anything else after that? Like, you just got up and walked away.
Yeah, I
Like,
just got up and walked away, and then I joined student government, and I was like, maybe I should do something about this year. So we passed a resolution, and we're working on the system to let students report anything like that on campus, like even near misses.
uh-huh.
So
Okay.
we can put up like safety. We can figure out the best way to make those roads more safe.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it is like a pedestrian issue too, because like most students have earbuds in and they're like walking like on their phones, and they're walking across the street, so it's like definitely precarious for sure. But um, I think there's stuff to go both ways to help with not getting run over by random people.
Yeah, we're looking into all possibilities because that was a point brought up, and I was like, yeah, that's also true because I wear my AirPods in, but I
Yeah.
was not wearing my AirPods that night.
Oh, okay. I mean, even if you were, it doesn't really put you at fault for getting hit by a
Yeah,
car. So it's not like you're a hard person to miss. Like you're pretty tall and like walking down the street, it's not like I don't see you.
yeah, it was okay, and yeah, this year I joined the Legislative Ambassadors Committee, and we're a state lobbying group for student government, so we're gonna be down at the Capitol a lot down next year, next semester.
Down at like the United States Capitol or
Uh,
down at the Ames
the
Capitol
Iowa
building?
Capitol.
Oh, Iowa Capitol building. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna be talking about sexual assault, mental health, and what's the third thing we were gonna talk about? We were gonna talk about affordability. Our three main points down at the Capitol, because students don't want to. I don't want to pay extra on my tuition. Students don't want to pay extra on their tuition. They want to have affordable college tuition.
Hmm.
So that's one of the main points. We're going to talk about sexual assault, get more, try to make Green Dot more recognizable. Try to make it a university thing because Green Dot's great. We got to make that more recognizable for freshmen, and we got to stop sexual assault.
Yeah, and Green Dot is actually a pretty good program. Like I do appreciate what the idea of it is, and that like anybody can do it. The accessibility of it. I've been through the Green Dot presentation probably 6 times now, and it's just like it's an effect. I feel like it's a pretty good program for like what it's trying to do.
Yeah, it's a great program. I've been to it like 12
Yeah,
times.
yeah. I'd imagine if you're like talking about it, you could probably give the lecture at this point.
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes. It depends on the lecture you're in. The longest one I had was 1 hour and 1.5 hour. The shortest one I was in was like 15. So
Wow. Yeah, I wonder how common that is among other Do we have numbers on how many colleges are doing Green Dot or like what places are doing that?
they all are supposed to do it, but not all of them get the presentation. So no, like most people should know about Green Dot, but most people see Green Dot and they're like, "Oh, it's Green Dot." It's
Yeah.
Yeah, but we should make that more. We should do better PR for Green Dot.
Yeah, I think they do like a good job, but there's definitely just I mean, there's more room for it and stuff too.
Yeah,
And then with the affordability, what's the exact platform on that? Like is it just college should be cheaper?
yeah, college should be cheaper.
Yeah, which I guess I think that'll be a fight that will last till the end of time, really. I don't think there's ever going to be a point where it's not too expensive or it's cheap enough. So I think,
Yeah, it's gonna always be a problem.
yeah, I feel, but I mean, it's cool that you're a part of that. And do you feel like some of your entrepreneurship creativeness kind of flows into being a part of this, like being a part
Uh,
of student government?
student government. I'd say student government's more of an administrative thing. So you gotta be very sure about what you're doing. Like you have to stick to the point and get to just know what people are thinking about. So I'd say there's a little bit of the entrepreneurship thinking behind it because customer discovery is just knowing your people. And then, yeah, I'd say, yeah, there's a bit of entrepreneurship in student government.
Yeah. Do you think you're ever going to bring like an idea up, like one of your ideas? Do you think you're ever going to create something specifically for student government? Like I could see that. I could just see the possibilities of student government needing a program that does this or some sort of like invention that students need or whatever things are. And I could definitely see like an entrepreneurship background really helping you in doing those things.
I'm not sure at the
I
moment,
guess
but that would be a
we'll
good
see.
thing to look
We'll
at.
see. I'll see your name plastered everywhere from creating something that like some ISU thing that's getting handed out to everybody that
That would be
fixes
fire. Yeah.
fixes like tires or something. So
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see.
no, but I mean it seems like you started doing this stuff at a young age in high school. I still can't believe that you were a hustler. You were like hustling in high school like, as effectively as you were, and now you're here doing computer
Science.
science. And then so you're here doing computer science, and then what are you wanting to do with that? Is that just kind of like Do you want your main source of income to be some of these other businesses that you're doing, or is there like a
I don't know.
job you're
Ideal
pursuing?
world, I want to work for McDonald's. Probably be a fry cook.
Yeah, for sure.
No, no, I'm not joking.
What actually?
Yeah.
Why?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I was like, why?
No, I want to be the guy doing the cashier. Yeah, I want to be the cashier.
You're a cashier at McDonald's. You want to be the janitor at McDonald's?
Ooh, thank you for the idea.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
go. Yeah, after college, I want to go to janitor school.
Yeah.
Figure out how to use a mop.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's a technique for sure.
Yeah.
It's a hard trade school. Is the janitorial custodial school for
Yeah, I
sure.
heard it's
Yeah.
pretty hard.
We love our custodians. But yeah, I mean, I could see you pursuing something on your own, some like work for yourself entrepreneurship.
No, I will be
thing.
working for McDonald's. Yeah, I'd love. So honestly, I'd love to do anything that's innovative, like creating a better future for everyone, like anything like that. I don't want to work at like a dead office job and just sit down, make a code that like crunches numbers, and I'd be like, oh, cool numbers, and then I want to do something that like changes the world or innovates, makes a person's life better.
I mean, that's awesome. Don't we all? But I mean, it seems like you're already doing it. I mean, you're already making things that are changing people's lives. Maybe not in like the most insane way, but you're just making it better.
Yeah, that's true. Or I'll work for McDonald's.
Or you work. It's one or the other.
Yeah.
It's either I change the world or I work at McDonald's. There's no.
No, they're the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. You are changing people's lives working at McDonald's.
Yeah, you make people happy.
Yeah. It's the cash register smile. It's like it's the
Yeah.
smile behind every aisle. You could work at Hy-Vee.
No, it's only McDonald's. because
You're right. You're right. Hy-Vee's too
I'm loving
lower
it.
class.
McDonald's.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. You can sing that to every person that
Yeah, true.
comes up to the cash register. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the stand up that you were doing, and the stand up that you do, because you're just involved, period, but a lot in like open mic nights and sub and student union boards things. Where does that start? Where does that interest come from?
So shout out to my RA, Gabe Murphy. He
What
actually
building is that?
Ocalum.
Okay, continue.
So yeah, Gabe actually got me and the rest of the guys on the floor interested in sub because he was in sub. He was friends with most of the exec board, and now I'm friends with some of them too. So, yeah, that's where my interest stemmed from. And then I heard about After Dark, and I was like, "That's so cool! You guys get actual people might want to visit." And yeah, that was pretty cool. So I volunteered for them a bit, and then something I really wanted to do in high school. I didn't talk to a lot of people in my class, so I was like, yeah, and I was a pretty shy kid to talk to. Like, I wouldn't do anything like stand up or anything, and when I got here, I was like, you're kind of funny. You can do stand up. You watched enough and you have had kind of funny experiences in your life that you can tell people. And that's how it started. So I went to the first open mic. Who was it? Who was there? Sam Petrie was there.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is it Petrie or Petrie?
Petrie.
Petrie?
Is it the Petri dish?
Yeah, I was about to say that, but you beat me to that. And I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. It was fun. And then I did it again. And then I did it again. And then I did it 7 times till now. And every time I had fresh content, 2 of them bombed really bad.
What does a bomb look like for you?
I don't.
Do you have any of the material that you?
I never have any. I have the material. I never prepare. This material comes to me like 10 minutes before the thing actually starts, and I'm like, yeah, that's funny. Put it in.
So you just get up there and improv.
Yeah, it's improv. I don't really like improv.
Wait, so what do you mean you're like not preparing material and then going on?
No, I have like these talking points, and I'm gonna stick to those talking points.
Oh, okay, so it's not like full improv. Like you have what you think you can talk about for that amount of time.
Yeah.
Planned out. Okay, and that kind of makes sense because what I've seen from you, it's very like personal hero stories of things that happened to me or like observations that I made that are funny and things like that too. Because I think I've seen you 3 times now.
Oh, for real? Damn,
Yeah.
which ones?
Oh man, I saw the one at the beginning of this year. I think it was the first or second.
That was a bomb. Dude, people, I tried to be funny, but I don't think people were digging it. I wasn't digging it, and I was like, oh no, yeah, that was a bomb.
No, it takes practice, man. It takes practice.
Yeah,
You've
I was
gotta.
rusty.
Yeah, that was like the first one of the semester too. So that means you hadn't done stand up in, however long, like 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think anybody blames you, especially if you're going up there and you're like deciding 10 minutes beforehand. Like that's gonna be difficult,
No,
man.
I thought they would put me in the middle, so I didn't prepare anything. I thought,
Oh,
yeah,
you'd have time to like
yeah,
think about it.
but Alex was like, welcome to the stage. Oh shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck. And then I was like, oh no, now I gotta talk about stuff I didn't think about.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm trying to think. The one before that, I feel like I heard your story of you getting hit by a car last year,
Oh,
like last
that was
semester.
that was one of my better stand-ups.
Yeah, I think I heard that one, and then I'm trying to think of the other one I heard from you. The other one I heard from you, I feel like was much shorter. Um,
Oh, 5 minutes? I think
yeah, like you went shorter than normal.
Oh, I was talking about mental health that time. I was like, take care of your comp sci friends
Yes,
because
yeah,
they're going through a hard
yeah.
time.
So I think those are the three that I've heard from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've seen you on stage a few times, and it definitely seems like improv, not like improv, full improv, but it definitely seems like, hey, I have this general idea of what I want to do, and then you go through it and you make it your own. So
When I do get more time, I'm gonna actually write it down, figure out how to make it better, and then eventually I'm gonna make I'm gonna actually do it professionally when I get more time.
really, like, do professional stand up.
Yeah. No, like actually do professional stand up at open mic night.
Yeah, like you mean like written down
Yeah.
ideas and stuff. I think that'll help a lot. It's really nice though to start and just like see what you can do, see what your mind comes up with, get live reactions to your material. But I also think it helps to like put some time into it to make sure that the things that you're saying gets through the proper filter and can come out the way that you want it to, or as funny as you want it to. Um, because when you say it for the first time without any prep,
Yeah.
you're kind of just asking to like say it, maybe not in the funniest way that you could say it. You know what I mean? So you're kind of asking for a little bit of, you know, variability that might not be the might not be the
Yeah.
most desired. What kind of reactions do you get from your stand? Because you kind of have like a fan club when you go there.
Really?
I feel like every time like you go up there, everyone's cheering your name and like clapping, and then
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I know I know a couple people who sit there pretty regularly because they come to open mic night
Uh-huh.
every time. So, yeah, first time I did stand up, someone actually came up to me. They're like, "Dude, you were so good," and I was like, "I was okay.
Yeah.
I could have done better, but it was great to see that people actually liked it, and it actually encouraged me to go up there more. Like, I could have just quit after the first time and been like, oh yeah, I did it. There's nothing else to do. But yeah, I really enjoy doing stand up, and it's not a thing I would quit.
So it's something that you're gonna keep doing.
Yep, one day you will listen to a professional version of me on stage.
That would be so sick.
Yeah, I want to open for someone. That's my goal.
That would be really cool. That would be really cool. Do you have any people in mind?
I have no idea.
Like your dream comedian that you'd want
John Mulaney,
to. Yeah. Yeah.
Jimmy O Yang.
I don't think I know him.
Who else? Pete Davidson.
One of Pete, yeah. And his
Uh,
army of supermodel girlfriends. Yeah.
dude, that guy is my role model.
Pete Davidson is?
Yeah,
Why?
because he's so cool.
He's something for sure. He's funny. I like the stuff that he. I like
I
his
think we
SNL.
have the same goals. Like for him, his like I want to be a McDonald's worker or do something really really cool. For him, it was either become a McDonald's worker or go on SNL.
Yeah.
And he got SNL.
Luckily.
Yeah. Hopefully it goes my way this time. I go to McDonald's.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's McDonald's for you.
No, I want to go to McDonald's.
Sorry. Otherwise, it's loads of money in entrepreneurship for you. If you can't make it to McDonald's, then it looks like it's a downward spiral.
I will be
for you.
pissed. I would be
Yeah.
pissed if I can't go to McDonald's.
Top of the line, top of the food chain, McDonald's worker.
No, I want to be at the bottom of the food chain. Low stress.
So you not even like a managerial position, like you'd want to.
Yeah, I want to be the fry cook.
You want to be scrubbing the floors.
Yeah, that's the dream.
Wonderful. I'd like to imagine that there are McDonald's workers listening to this who are like so confused. Like, what is this guy talking about? He has no idea what it's like to be a McDonald's worker. Have you ever worked at McDonald's?
No, I never worked
Oh,
before, so it should be interesting.
I'll say it's the dream. It's the American dream to be the McDonald's fry cook, the next McDonald's himself, the next Ronald McDonald.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
think it,
you could be like the mascot. You can get in the Grimace costume and like hang out at the play place.
dude, I just wear the Grimace costume every day to work.
The Grim and the Hamburglar, the Grimace and the
Yeah,
Ronald McDonald.
I'd be frying the fries, and some kid at the cashier would be looking at me. He'd be like, "Why is Grimace frying the fries?"
It'd be really funny.
Yeah,
Because yeah, like you're just wearing this like giant outfit and you're just like squeezing into the kitchen slots, like you can barely even fit, and you're like doing fries and you're getting really upset on the intercom, like where are my double quarter pounders? And you're
yeah,
yelling at people through the intercoms. That'd be good. That'd be good.
yeah. McDonald's is the goal.
Yeah. Well, I thought was funny. By the way, your questionnaire was hilarious. First off, mostly because that one question that's like name some of the things that describe you, and the first thing you put was mom, which is really funny because I had like a list of examples of things that you could put on there, and one of them was mom, and you just put mom on there, which is really funny. But beyond that, I said, what are some of the things that you could talk about for an hour straight? And you listed, I think, every show you've ever seen, right?
Yeah.
Which was like 50 or 60 shows, which is crazy. So I had some questions that I wanted to ask you about some of the shows that you've seen.
Uh, Questions?
Yeah, I have some questions for
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
What do you think is the most overrated show that you've seen?
Ooh.
Or some of the most overrated shows that you've seen?
Riverdale.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, that show was ass.
Why?
It was about four teenage high school students. Yeah, they were in high school. Were they? Yeah. Yeah, they were in high school. Yeah, and
Did
they.
you watch the show?
Yeah, I watched the show. Yeah, it's been a while because I
Oh,
watched
okay.
till season 4, and that was like 3 years ago. And yeah, they solved murder mysteries, and yeah, how did these high school students do all of that? Were they ever in school? What are they doing with their life? Like Euphoria, OBX?
Yeah.
Like these guys are high school kids. Why aren't they in school?
Yeah, and they're always so like muscular and they're like huge or like super hot, and then you look at what you looked like when you were 16, you look nothing like any of these people, and you don't know anybody who looks like any of these people either.
That is so true.
It's always just like full ass adults in these shows who are playing like 18-year-olds
Yeah, it's
solving
messed up.
mysteries. Yeah, that's so bizarre. What do you think some of just the worst shows that you've seen?
Have you seen the show Scorpion?
Uh-uh.
Okay, that's not. What else? What else? Have you seen the one with the Weeknd, The Idol?
No, I've heard of that though, and I've seen trailers for that. I heard that was terrible.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was not a good show. What else? What else was bad? I try to not watch bad TV shows.
I'd hope so. I'd hope so.
Wait, do I have my list on me? No, I do not.
I think I have it. Hold on. I could pull it up because some of these were really funny, like Rough Ruffman.
Oh, Rough Ruffman. That was the OG show. That was a very good show.
I saw that and I was like, damn. In a way, you brought up Rough Ruffman again. That was really funny.
Rough Ruffman. Dude, I hope they like make another season because I know it ended like, what, 12 years ago?
Yeah, another season of Rough Ruffman.
I would win Rough Ruffman.
You're the only person ever who I've heard like begging for another season of Rough Ruffman.
Make that happen, PBS.
I say PBS, we got loyal fans down here for Rough Ruffman.
Rough Ruffman. Like I wanted to be in that house. That house was the Rough Ruffman house. Those kids had a fun time.
I know. I remember playing the game, like the roller coaster building game, online in the computer lab at in elementary school, and that was my big exposure to Rough Ruffman. Okay. Yeah, just for like reference for the camera. This is how long this list is. This is how long this list is. Yeah, it just keeps going. This is every show he's seen, which is probably every show on the face of the planet. Yeah, so
It's
here's
not
that.
updated though. Okay,
That's not
let's.
updated?
No.
There's more?
Yeah, there's like got to be 20 to 30 more. Sorry.
How many time do you have to watch? Is just like playing in the background like while you sleep and like while you do homework and like
Yes, yeah. In high school, like that's what I did. I just put it in the background and I just studied, and that's what I did during my
Okay.
first semester of freshman year. And then I realized maybe I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at it. Have you seen? Let's see. Have you seen Mad Men?
I need to. It's on my list. I'm trying to watch all of the critically like acclaimed really good shows.
Have you watched? Let's see. Have you watched Arthur?
Yeah, Archer.
Yeah.
I watched the first season when I was like 15. And I haven't seen it since.
Have you watched Ted Lasso?
I need to watch. My grandma loves that show, and I've to be fair, I've seen probably 30% of it on TikTok. Like I've seen like most of the episodes. I know it's really good, and I really like the actor who plays him.
That's how I saw Family Guy.
Yeah,
Half of
half
Family
the
Guy.
Family Guy is on TikTok too.
Okay, let's just go through it. Silo,
Mm-mm.
The Idol. No, we just talked about this. Citadel, Wednesday,
No.
Barry.
Yes, and I loved Barry.
Barry was good.
How'd you feel about the new season of it?
I did not watch it.
Oh, okay. It's a disaster.
Yikes.
It's
Oh.
really good. It's just like my thing about that show is it's just so it was so consistent and then it got so messy at the end. And like the directing was really good, the acting was fantastic, the script writing was great. It was just like there were so many times where I'm like, what is going on? Or like, why is this happening? And I just could not understand the show.
Oh damn, Bill Hader does a great job in that show.
Oh my god. And he's so I love him. So I loved him before the show and I love him even more after. So it's a really great show.
Have you watched Mythic Quest?
Uh-uh.
Marvelous Miss Maisel,
Uh-uh.
Billions,
No.
Peacemaker.
Yes. I did see these.
Oh, that show was great too. John Cena did a great job.
Yeah, that show was really messy too, but John Cena made me laugh so many times because he's so ridiculous. And I never thought I'd watch a superhero show starring like John Cena as the main character.
Dude, I love the shows where they're like diabolical, all the gory stuff.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Peacemaker was super gory and I like that too.
Yeah, The Boys is great for that.
Boys is really good too.
Shrinking,
Uh-uh.
Modern Family.
Yeah. Well, I haven't like watched it back to front, but I've seen a lot of episodes when I was watching cable TV.
Dude, Modern Family is the go.
I say people it's a slept on show. As far as like the what are they called? The comedies like they're supposed to be like real comedies like The Office, Parks and Rec, Modern Family. You can't sleep on Modern Family. It's really
You
good.
can't. That's top 5.
Comedies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to
probably agree with you.
disagree.
I'd probably agree.
Oh yeah, okay. Miss Marvel.
I sadly
It was a bad show. You don't need to watch. Euphoria. Season 3 is coming out. Riverdale.
No.
The Boys.
Yes. Fantastic show.
Yeah, the best show ever.
It's really good.
Top 5.
Yeah.
Moon Knight.
That is one of the most slept on Marvel projects. I thought the last episode was great, and I don't understand why people are pooping on it.
I don't know. I didn't think much about it.
I thought it was. I think it's definitely the best Marvel show that has come out.
Money Heist.
I've seen the first season.
Ooh, you gotta watch the rest.
I know, and I like it. I like it a lot because it reminds me a lot of like Breaking Bad and these other shows. But
Yeah.
right now, I only watch things with other people, so I need to like find somebody to watch it with me.
I haven't seen a TV show in a while. It's
Yeah.
been a long
I
time.
don't have time to just like sit down and watch them, but I'll watch them with like my friends or something. So
Yeah. What is it? House.
yeah, I've seen probably 30% of that on TikTok as well. So
Dude, House is great. I want to be like House.
yeah, do you?
Yeah, get a wheelchair. No, he has a cane.
Cane. He's
yeah.
like a walking stick.
Yeah, I just need to get crippled.
And yeah, yeah, and he's like a super terrible person. But also it's just like really funny because he's a good doctor. Have you seen The Good Doctor?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Dude, I love medical TV shows. Grey's Anatomy,
Yeah.
Good Doctor, House.
I say you have to love them to love House.
I've seen of all of Grey's Anatomy. It gets bad after
Dang, that's
season
like 20 seasons. It's a super long show.
Yeah, I love it. I loved it till Derek died. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler. Spoiler. I'm not gonna watch. It's like the One Piece of white girl dramas, but yeah.
Yeah, it helps me talk to them.
Yeah, yeah. There you go, dude. There you go.
Station 19.
No, it was it.
Weep. Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I've seen probably 10 collective episodes.
This
It's
is
a
my
good one.
favorite TV show.
I love Andy Samberg.
Yeah, he is
He's
the best.
really great. It's really fun. It's really fun.
Breaking Bad.
Yes, wonderful show. Top 3 best shows of all time.
Top 5.
These are super like cold takes though. Like everyone
Yeah.
loves Breaking Bad. It's just an art form.
The Rookie.
No, but I've heard of that.
Castle.
I've also heard of that, but I haven't seen
Both
it
of them have Nathan Fillion in them.
yet. Okay, yeah.
This Is Us.
No.
Okay, you're not gonna understand this, but the girl triplet, she is a bitch.
Yeah, what's her name?
I forgot.
Oh, well, girl triplet.
Yeah.
All my homies hate you. All my homies hate you.
Okay. Sunnyside. Okay, that show got canceled. The Flash.
No, I watched season 1, but I think The Flash was awesome when I was young, and now it's like,
The
not as
Flash was
good.
great until season 3.
That's I think that's also what I've heard. I think I've seen the first 2 seasons, maybe.
Oh, The Mentalist.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, it's about this guy who used to fake being a psychic, but he was very good at observation. So he'd like look at you and see like things that are wrong about you, and he'd be able to make this precise observation. So there was this serial killer that killed his family because he uses fake psychic skills to like insult the serial killer, and yeah, then he works for the police and uses his observation skills to solve crime.
That sounds like the most. I mean, I like the fake mind reader thing though, but it seems pretty.
Yeah, like
cliche.
Psych. It's
Yeah.
basically like the more sophisticated
It's like
version.
Grimm or something.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Jack Ryan.
No, I want to though.
Dude, that show is good. See, all of them are good.
Yeah.
30 Rock.
Yeah, I'm watching that with my buddy Alex Brown. I'm watching
Really?
that with him right
Let's
now.
go.
Yeah. It's such a banger. Yeah.
It got bad at the last season, honestly.
We finished. I think we're 3/4 of the way through season 1 right now.
Oh,
so,
damn. Okay, you guys are still in it.
Yeah.
Silicon Valley. Parks and Rec.
Yeah, fantastic show.
Best show ever. Amy Poehler.
Yeah, she does a great job. I love what's his name? The guy who was in Step Brothers. It's like Amy Poehler's boyfriend, like in the show.
Oh, what's his name? Boyfriend?
Or like I think she
Oh,
marries him.
no. Yeah. Adam?
Yeah, that guy.
Ben? Dang it, I don't remember.
I think Ben's right. I think it's Ben
Yeah. Ben? I don't remember.
something. I don't know his name. But
He was in that one TV show that won an Emmy last year. It was the one where they like wipe his mind when he goes to
Oh.
work. Severance.
Severance. Oh, okay. Yeah.
What was his name? Oh my god, I remember seeing it.
Yeah.
I used to remember his name. Now I don't. I know. Only Murders in the Building. You gotta watch this.
Okay.
Top 5.
Dang. Okay.
Selena Gomez, Martin Short, and what's Martin Short's? You know the other famous guy from SNL, the old guy, Charles. No, that's his name in the show. Okay, I don't remember. I gotta remember the actors' names. The Good Wife. I love shows about law.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm never gonna be a lawyer, but at least I'll
It's how
watch
you
it.
get to experience it.
Yeah, The Good Doctor.
Mm-hmm. Classic.
Yeah, what's the guy's name? Sean? No, it's High. What's the actor's name?
Oh man, I don't know. He's Willy Wonka's Charlie.
Yeah, Eddie Highmore, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, he does a great job doing the American accent. Suits.
Mm-mm.
You never watched Suits?
No, I know I need to.
Damn.
That's a very classic one.
Key and Peele.
They're great. They're fantastic.
Dude, he writes very good movies. Peele?
Yeah, Jordan Peele.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, who knew that like one of the funniest comedy writers would also make pretty good horror too?
Cobra Kai.
No. I know.
Damn, never have I ever.
Uh-uh.
Okay, that's fine. Better Call Saul.
Fantastic show.
Best show.
I think it's very slightly better than Breaking Bad.
Yeah, true. House of Lies. It's a show about management consultants. So
Okay.
yeah,
Very interesting concept. I don't think we're gonna be able to go through this whole
yeah, that's
this
too
whole
many.
list. There's like hundreds of things. Let's see if there's any on here that I think are really funny though. Young Sheldon is really hilarious.
Oh yeah, that's great.
There's another one that I thought was really funny. Gravity Falls is just really funny.
Ooh,
Community is a fantastic show.
dude, the best.
It's like that. I think Community is better than Modern Family and like Parks and Rec. Probably.
Yeah, that's true. No, not Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec is my baby.
Maybe Parks and Rec is really good. Phineas and Ferb is hilarious.
They're getting a reboot.
Ugh, I don't want a reboot. I think they should. They think they should keep it where it ended. Dexter, I know. I need to watch.
Oh,
that one.
Dexter is great. I love shows about serial killers. You know, people watch shows about things they can't become,
And want to become. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems kind of.
I love Dexter. I just enjoy watching it.
Sure.
That's why I want to work at McDonald's.
Anyway, guys, probably ended there. Let's see. The Supernatural was one of those shows that I watched like when I was younger, and that was a really fun one.
Dude, I was scared about Supernatural at the start.
It was scary. That water episode, like the second episode of season 2, where they go to that cabin, where the water people, like the kid dies in the water and he keeps drowning. Like that scared the crap out of me when I was little. That whole show is scary. And then seeing Dean Winchester and the boys was like the coolest thing ever. Yeah. I think. How'd you feel about Loki?
I gotta watch season 2, but I wasn't the biggest fan of it.
I was not a big fan of it. I think people like Loki, and they allowed that to
Overrated.
make them think the show is better than it actually is. I think it's a pretty bad show. Yeah. I'd rate it pretty solidly a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I give it a 4.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe.
We are gonna get canceled real quick.
Maybe even a 5.5 or something. But yeah, like I said, I think Moon Knight is the best show that they did. WandaVision was really good too, though.
WandaVision. That theme song was good.
Well, no one was good.
WandaVision was great. Like the way they copied the tropes of like famous TV shows.
Other shows. It was a really fun, cool way to talk about something like really serious. Rick and Morty is fantastic.
Rick and Morty.
Really love that show. Some of the best writing.
Jericky.
Yeah, some of the best script writing of any show, like modern time. And that's why the Community is so good too, probably.
Yeah, Community.
It's because the Community is a banger show. But I'm trying to think, what are your like top 3 favorite shows if you were to recommend 3 shows that everybody should have to see before they leave this wonderful earth? What are the 3 shows?
They gotta watch Community.
Okay.
They gotta watch. What do they gotta watch? I would say a show like it's Parks and Rec. Yeah.
Parks and Rec's really good.
Wait, these are all comedy shows, so I like comedy.
Hey, they gotta laugh before they.
House of Lies. House of Lies, the show about management consultants. It wasn't like a serious show. It was a comedy too. It was really good. What? 4 and 5. Can I go 4 and 5?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Dexter. Yeah, Dexter.
Yeah.
Dexter's up there. And Only Murders in the Building. The one with Selena Gomez and Martin Short.
Okay, yeah. I haven't seen a Selena Gomez song or show since Wizards of Waverly.
Yeah.
Have you seen Daredevil?
No, I gotta watch.
You should. That's my one suggestion to you. I've seen a few shows, not nearly as many as you. And if there's one show that wasn't on that list that absolutely needs to be on that list, it's Daredevil. So the sucky thing about that is you have to watch season 1 and season 2, and then you have to watch like a ton of other shows, and then watch season 3.
What?
Don't do that. Just watch season 1 and season 2, and then watch like a recap, and then watch season 3. You don't need to watch anything else.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah, it's one of the greatest shows of all time. Like it's top 5 for me.
Yeah, dude, I have 50 shows on my waiting list.
Yeah.
People recommend them to me all the time, and I'm like, oh, I'll put it on my list.
By the time you're done, you're gonna have watched every single show worth watching ever.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. And the fact that you have like 13 seasons of Grey's Anatomy in there is insane.
Grey's Anatomy was a very good show.
Grey's Anatomy is worth 4 of the shows on that list. So
Yeah,
it's
that
like,
was. I enjoyed watching Grey's Anatomy, like doctor stuff. I watch it at the gym, and then people like look at my screen, and there's always like a sex scene or people making out, and people just think I'm a perv.
Yeah, like watching that while you're using the bike or something.
Yeah, they're like, "What is that guy watching?" It's like that for most medical shows.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's just how it is. It's how they make it interesting. It's like when your dad walks in the second there's a sex scene. He hasn't been there for the last like 5 years of your life, and then second a sex scene comes on, he's like, "So what you watching, champ?"
Are you winning, son?
Yeah. He comes in, and that's what you're doing. So we're running on about an hour here, but is there anything that you want to say? Any suggestions for the viewers at home, maybe for activating their creative entrepreneurial side, or some shows to watch, or just some other things? If there's any last things that you'd like to say before we round this one out.
Listen to my grandmother.
What does she say?
She doesn't say much. She's back home and she's like, yeah, just be nice. And then just be nice. Get all the help you can. If you're feeling mentally down, get mental health resources. What else? If you want to get more involved with entrepreneurship, Iowa State has a great program. We're ranked number 12. Get some help from them. Student government. Join student government because it's great. I really enjoy my time at student government. I spend a lot of time on it every week, probably like 6 to 7 hours. And yeah, that's where I made some of my friends. And I really enjoy it. And I think I'll keep on doing it till I graduate. And yeah, that's about it. Watch TV shows.
Well, it was awesome having you on, man. Thank you.
Yeah, it was great talking to you. Great podcasting with you. This is my first actual podcast.
Good. Well, the first of many, maybe. We'll see. We'll hope. This is when you get famous and everyone's having you on their shows for
40 years
for the best McDonald's worker.
Best McDonald's worker.
In 20 years, we'll see.
No, I want to be a mediocre McDonald's worker.
Yeah, with just McDonald's worker. In 20 years, we'll see where are they now, and then I'll pick you up from McDonald's and we'll do another.
Right down from South Duff.
Yeah, right on South Duff.
Dude, we could do a podcast at McDonald's.
Yeah, but you're like the ringing in the background of all the other things. But it was awesome having you on, man.
Yeah, that's great.